Welcome, my loves. Welcome to this channel. I'm Karen. I am an obesity coach and I help people who want to lose 50, 100, 200 pounds and like that. So I am here today to talk to you about junk food. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Junk food. We all like it. Let's just say it, right? But it is not healthy for us. So today we're going to be talking about the most unhealthy junk foods to never, ever eat, right? So we're just going to get right into it. But I do want to mention my dry brush. I used it this morning and it is fantastic. Right before my shower, and you dry brush your skin, and it helps to re-energize your skin, and it also helps you with your circulation. So if you're having problems with circulation, because a lot of obesity people, I know me, for instance, when I was obese, I was having some little problem with circulation, and it has helped me. So we're going to link that in the description in this video, and you can go there and check it out. You can find that on my website. You go to the top of the page where it says more, and you go scroll down. You have to scroll down for it to highlight up. So you have to scroll down to where it says shop, and then you can go on there and then just punch in what you're searching for: dry brush, body brush, whatever, and it should come up. And I believe it's pretty inexpensive, so it's like a really great luxury item for to help you for very little money. So you can go there and check it out. And there's a bunch of makeup and skincare products that are all clean products, natural products that are I'm switching out my makeup for. And I am really thrilled to be able to find something that is more natural, right? I've been trying to get away from using so much hairspray, and I've been trying to get away. I threw my toothpaste away and I made my own healthy toothpaste. They do have toothpaste on there as well, too, a natural toothpaste, a couple different ones. And but there's just a lot of interesting products on there that you would be amazed at what they've come up with, and it just is so like enlightening, right? And so you that you do go there and check it out on my website. So okay, let's get started here for the with the 20 most unhealthy junk foods to never eat. And number one is white bread. Most of us know that, right? Most of us kind of refrain from white bread, and we try to choose something different. And I didn't also know that something to do with wheat bread. Now, I've made a lot of different wheat breads, but I'm trying to wean off the wheat too, and trying to eat more paleo bread and more coconut flour and different things like that, different chickpea flour and different really healthier options, right? So number two is mini pizzas, kind of pizzas. So made with the white bread spikes your blood sugar. So I wanted to mention that. And then mini pizzas. We all used to be in that. We would have pizzas almost every weekend. It was just a quick meal, and we would do that. We don't do it anymore, but we would bring pizzas into the house almost every weekend, which was really a bad idea because they're very unhealthy. They are made with refined dough and processed meats, and they are not healthy. So number three is sugar added drinks, like sugary drinks, like pop and any kinds of really sugary drinks, right? You can also the next one is fruit juice. So number four is fruit juice. So you know that fruit juices are very loaded with sugar, added packed sugar, and they are bad for us as well too. If you can find one that's a natural, doesn't have any added uh, other things added to it, it's just natural, that's not quite as bad, but it still is adds to your calorie intake for that. But anyway, number five is breakfast cereals, so sweetened and packed full of sugar. Yes, some of those cereals, my daughter-in-law has had been eating some of those really high fructose corn syrup cereals, and she got pregnant, and her husband, my son, has been telling her, like, you got to wean off of that. You got to find something that you like that's way better than that stuff. And I mean, some of it was really high sugar and even added sugar. Like they'll say, like, You have to look at both, because the label will say sugar. You look below that and it'll say added sugar. And then there's another ton of added sugar. And then the two you add together, and then that's what's going to give you the percentage of how much sugar is really in that product, and you'll be amazed. I couldn't believe some of the fruit juices I was reading this week at the grocery store. 46% sugar. Like, really? We need that? 46% sugar? Unbelievable. So anyway, we're going to move on here to number 6 is pastries and cookies. The very thing I love. So pastries and cookies are very unhealthy. And I get it. I get it. I get it. I have ended my sweet tooth forever. I'm so bad. I'm so mad. But we will find something that is healthy, made with vegetables, that is kind of a treat that we could have, right? Like carrot sticks, I guess. I've been really munching on radishes lately. I love radishes. So, anyway, moving on, we will go to number 7, which is broiled, fried, grilled, deep fried foods, right? We don't want any of that. Number 8 is gluten-free junk foods. So they will put gluten-free on there, and then they will pack it full of sugar and full of sodium, and you think you're getting something healthy, and you look at the label and it's like loaded with stuff we don't want. So watch that stuff. Number 9 is potato chips, French fries, high in calories. If you want French fries, make your own from a raw potato or a raw sweet potato. Bake your own. And then which one am I? Oh, number 10, sorry. Agave, agave nectar, Agave. Usually may masked as healthy, but is not. So it's a sort of a sugar, and it is not very healthy. So you want to be cautious of that. Number 11 is low-fat yogurt. Most yogurt in the store is not healthy. Most of the yogurts in the store, my husband was buying like 10 and 12 and 13 of these things in a weekend. So he would take them for his breakfast for work, right? And you wonder why his sugar was so high. And I said, you have to lay off of them. And some of those had like 12% sugar, and there's this ungodly amount of sugar in those pre-made uh, yogurts. So you have to watch that. And it's best if you make your own. Once you start making your own, it's like you don't want to go back to buying out. It just is like tastes so good and holds you over for way longer than any of that stuff you can buy at the store. That I can contest to that. So number 12 is ice cream. Another one of my downfalls. Loaded with sugar. I know. And my son said, Mom, you can't have that stuff anymore. Mom, you cannot do that. Just stop doing that to yourself. And there for a while, I was stressed out and I was eating milkshakes almost every week. It was like my little thing of like something to go to do. I think it's just something to do. And then it packed the weight on me. And then, so I gave that up, and I find different alternatives. And then number 13 is candy bars. Very unhealthy. So we had a friend over, what was it, last weekend or the weekend before? Last weekend? I think it was weekend before. And that's what he was saying, that he's hooked on candy bars. He says, I buy them by the bundle, and I just, one after the other. And my dad was hooked on candy bars. My dad, later on in life, he was really hooked on candy bars. He would hide them all over the house, so only he would have his own stash. Once we become obese, we do that. I don't do it so much anymore, but we hide our chocolate and we hide our little stash. Like nobody's going to get this, and it's really not doing us any good doing that, and it's just like we have to get out of those type of habits. And then number 14 is processed meats, full of salt and sugars. Unhealthy. Number 15 is fast food meals. The fast food meals are very low in nutrients, and they also are not real foods. So you have to be careful of fast food restaurant type fast foods, because They are using biodegradable bio, what is it called, bio something, bio genetics, biogenetic foods. It's not real, it's fake. And we're eating, all this different, I'm not going to say, but we're just, it's not healthy, let's put it that way. Number 16, and moving on, I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are doing great today. I really hope that you guys are listening up, and you guys are taking note on some of this stuff, and you're learning new ways to change your life, right? And if you need help, I'm always here to help you. You can book a call with me in the description, and you can also book a call from my website. You can go to my website. I always include that in the description. I can't say always, I have been lately. And so the newer videos will have that. And then, so number 16 is processed cheese. Another one of my favorites. I have to admit it. I love cheese. Processed cheese, unhealthy, is just really bad for you. And, I've changed out to where I eat a little bit of goat cheese, and I eat a little once in a while, not on a weekly basis, once in a while. Goat cheese, I would choose, and I would choose a little bit of cream cheese if I want to make a recipe. But I don't like really get too much involved in cheese like I used to. I used to love the nachos, and you'd pour the cheese, put the cheese over the top of it, and put it in the microwave and bring it out, and it'd be sizzling and just so good, right? Can't do that anymore, right? So all of our bad habits are gone by the wayside. So number 17 is high fat creamers, coffee drinks that are full of sugar and cream, and it can be packed with loads of calories. I see so many of these younger women who go, and that's the first thing they do in the morning. They may have some sort of a job, and they get in the car and they hit that drive through for the coffee, and they're getting these whipped cream coffees with all the whipped cream on top. And oh my goodness, the calories they're consuming the first thing in the morning. It's just unbelievable. And then they wonder, why me? Why am I overweight? Number 18 is anything that says refined, like refined grains and added sugar. So anything that says refined, that it has been through a process of some sort. And so number 19 is almost all highly processed foods. Limit yourself as much as possible. So, you'll know when things are processed because you'll read the label of the ingredients. And instead of seeing, like, if it were natural, you'll see like one or two um, products listed, ingredients listed. But if it's processed, you'll see a whole list of stuff that's in there, right? And so you want to be careful with that. And number 20 is low carb junk food. It has a lot of additives in them, and just not real good. So you really do have to read each and every label, and you can't like take things for granted. You have to really, because they change things constantly. So even if you've been buying, you thought really great healthy food, and then you go back and start reading labels again, and then you realize that they've changed some things, some ingredients they've added, and it's not as healthy as it used to be, right? So you want to make sure you watch these unhealthy foods, and you just kind of back off on them, right? And find things that you can eat that is not unhealthy like these are. And another thing I want to just mention today, I was reading, I believe it was last week, where um, if you buy canned food, right? You buy canned soups, and you buy canned vegetables and canned stuff. You want to make sure that you're reading some of those labels, because a lot of those labels, especially on like off brands, they are having that not bioengineered, I guess it is bioengineered, but those bioengineered ingredients in there that is very unhealthy. Those cause a lot of different health problems, and you want to make sure that nothing you put in your body is anything to do with you know, bio ingredients like that. So you want to make sure that you are really watching your food intake, because it can really save you a lot of calories, and it can save you some other health issues if you're eating some of this stuff and consuming it on a regular basis. You know, once in a while wouldn't probably hurt you. But if you're eating these canned foods, or you're eating all this bioengineered foods, I remember just like a month or so ago, or month and a half ago or so, I was cleaning out my or replacing all my healthy foods in the kitchen in that little dresser drawer. I have a video on here of putting this stuff in there, all my healthy flours and nuts and different things. And I recall like one of those products that we pulled out of there that's supposed to have been healthy had some bio engineered product in it, and I threw it right in the trash. So I forget exactly what. Oh, I think it was cornstarch. We were talking about cornstarch, and I did buy a natural cornstarch now. And the other one is just, you know, I ended up throwing it away. But you have to even read cornstarch. You have to make sure that the cornstarch says only cornstarch, nothing else has been added to it. And they're getting away with this stuff, you guys. And you just have to be very careful about what you're eating and consuming. And you know, I'm here to help you. And so that's really all I have for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for coming to my channel, and I hope you really enjoy the content here. Please like and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon to get notified when I drop a new video, because now I'm dropping it at different times, working around my other schedule. So make sure that you are getting notices that I post a new video. And you can go and visit my website. I have it linked in the description, and you can check out some of this stuff. It's just amazing. And go and check it out. And I'll talk to you guys all real soon. Bye bye now. Love you guys. Bye bye. Best of luck to you guys. I'm here for you.